We'll get that link says box out there with the rabbit ears.
Sorry,
No problem.
smart folks in the room who understand
So
this.
you've got
You gotta
access.
go back
We
and
need
make
to
it work.
hire someone to come.
The access points will be connected to a switch.
Oh, yeah.
Your server will be connected to that
Oh.
switch.
All right,
We got
Okay, now, this access point,
that's an access point?
that's an access point. This,
That's the box. That's okay.
this is
That's the box,
actually,
fine.
this is
And then there's a
actually
switch.
more than an access point. It has an Ethernet switch and it provides the internet gateway capability.
That's fine, I'm good.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, but I'm telling you that
Now I
if you
understand.
use this the way it's meant to be used, you will see that it has a limit of about 15 to 20 clients.
Okay. Now, can you
15,
use...
20, that's what I want to know.
Yes, this access point as a gateway has a limit of 15 to 20 clients. That's what you get by paying $50 as opposed to $5,000.
Can you use the box, the access point, with a server without the Wi-Fi? Can you take Wi-Fi out of the equation and still be successful with the XOs? No, fine. Okay.
Because you need to talk to the EXOs somehow, either mesh or Wi-Fi. And when we say mesh, it's just a special kind of Wi-Fi.
Okay, thank you.
I know a question came up yesterday, and I did read this last night on the website, on their wiki. They do have, if they have support, you can connect a USB Ethernet key to it. And I guess you can download drivers to it, or you have drivers already built into it, and you can connect directly. You don't need the Wi-Fi. If you don't want to put wireless in and all the security issues with it, you could hard plug your cable in. Like
Yeah, but then your cost goes through the roof. I mean,
Yeah,
if
it
you
does.
just see the cost of the Cat5
Yeah, you're right.
to lay the Cat5.
Plus the number of
No.
switches and ports.
But I have another yes or no question. And again, I apologize.
That's why it was the cable.
The XOs, do they work best when they're linked with your servers? Yes.
Okay, that's a tough question. The
Oh.
EXOs will work without any server. I mean, if they have a network to connect to,
Okay.
they're designed to work, and only small numbers. You get to larger numbers, that's not going to work because they're too chatty. In that
Okay, so they do need the server.
Right.
Okay.
What would not be available if she did not have the server? For example, when we went into the neighborhood, we could see all the little
Well,
together working. What would be the capabilities?
That's a
that
tough
would not
question
be?
because you still get the presence service, you still
You still
get
are
the
aware of the
collaboration.
other nodes.
I just need to know what we need.
Yes.
And this is just as long
But
as I
that
can.
collaboration will not work for, say, 40 students on your network. They would
Without that server.
You really want the server for collaboration of larger numbers.
Fine.
Clearly, 5 things that server does.
Yeah, well, right up
It's
here.
right there.
Now, what I'd say is some of this isn't quite complete. We've got networking, web cache, and filtering.
This is with the
I
server.
mean, from an activities perspective,
Well,
without that server, what would we not be able to do?
Okay, server was the wrong name for that. The way we think of the server is a resource-rich peer. We've deliberately designed the laptop so that if there isn't a server,
If you don't register, then what happens? You just,
you're chatty, you might kill your network. You have to register. Well, if you don't register,
No, you don't,
backup isn't going to
because
work. There is no backup.
there's no backup.
Period.
okay.
Because there is no server, so
You
where
have
are you going to
nothing
back up?
yeah.
Right.
Presence is the most important piece
It
that,
will switch over to using an ad hoc presence method. The problem
And
is
that's
that
bad.
ad hoc presence
bad.
method does not work if you have a lot of laptops.
it doesn't
on
scale
your
to
network.
many,
It
many
doesn't scale.
laptops
It's bad.
in a school. It's not bad because,
Treat me like a
remember,
friend.
the presence
great
has
if
to
you're
work
a-
I
everywhere.
don't think it's manageable if
Okay.
you don't have.
Yeah.
No, that's, yes, completely.
So-
So if you've got 3 kids under a tree, well away from the school, their collaboration still works.
Okay.
All of their activities still work, with the exception of backup and web browsing.
Okay.
Or 20 kids in an apartment building.
Right. But you put 40 kids in that apartment building and it's going to start getting hard to collaborate.
So
What OS is on your server,
I'm
does
getting
your
it.
services support? Linux, or what OS is going to run on the server?
Right now, we're just built around Linux.
Good.
And
what flavor?
applications are
Fedora? Fedora?
Fedora for now, yes.
So
And we'll give you
for
plenty of warning
Birmingham,
before we change. All the services tend to be written in Python. right now, so it should be true to the board.
I was learning that last night, playing with it.
Yeah.
Did you finish your question?
I'm sure.
So for Birmingham City Schools, we got 15,000 computers coming.
Mm-hmm.
We have a network where for all elementary schools, we have T1s back to a central site, 10 meg from every high school back. We're running Novell, but we're in the process right now of doing assessment. We just got a little grant from Dell and Microsoft to do assessment on our network to move to Microsoft. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
As we stand now, you have to authenticate to our network in order to use internet. Okay? You have to have a Novell client on every machine that attaches to
Yeah.
the
So
network.
in that case, I would suggest that
now-
we make that gateway be that machine.
That's
and that
right.
everything in the school, all the laptops, look like that gateway to your Novell network. They would use the IP address or whatever IP access.
Your server that you would register would have one more service on it, and it would be your, whether you're
Your
using
outgoing.
TCP/IP or IPX. I've been doing Novell for a long time, and they switched over to IP back in 5.0.
Yeah, we're using IP.
Yeah, so you could just use IP, but I know how you're authenticating because I'm very familiar with Novell group-wise and proxying through Novell. Basically, you proxy through that server is what he's saying, and so all your clients with laptops.
How many classrooms?
37.
No wireless.
No wireless. Right?
No wireless.
And what we have wireless in our district is rolling labs where you have a, you have a wireless
Card.
router.
You got a card with a wireless
And so
router
you
on
can, so different classrooms can use laptops. You can roll the whole unit to a classroom and get the laptops out and then use the access point that's.
And what's your recommendation again, the number of XOs per server?
1 to 100.
It depends.
It does?
Are the numbers that we have written in the wiki
Yeah.
were all based on the rural deployments where really we're looking at the network bandwidth that
Okay.
server can provide through the active antennas. Those numbers are not valid in your city schools.
Okay.
And we have yet to decide. I mean, it's going to depend on the iron that you've got underneath it completely.
It's probably how much disk space, because the backup is one resource that it's going to take
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot
Well,
of...
but you can always just slap more disks on a large server, so it's not
Yeah,
bad. We're getting a number. I mean, we've got the services.
And some of that, of course, will come from real world experience here in the States. I'm just curious on their scenario, 800, how many servers? Maybe 4 to 8, something like that, per school?
Depends on the size of the server again. I mean,
Yeah.
we can, if what we are going to do is presence and
So-
backup, get a big box and we can do it with one, so you don't have to maintain
Yeah, at most two. You're not going to have that much bandwidth
a lot of
floating
servers.
around that school.
Yeah.
We're talking,
Maybe you want to do some sort of blade server technology where you've got,
It's just, that it's money though,
I mean,
That would be nice.
you can move to that if you want, but we're working at the opposite end of
working
the
at the
spectrum.
most-
Yeah.
And
yeah.
quite frankly,
Okay.
you're looking at all the resources that
This
we
is
have
it.
for this.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're looking right now.
Back to the Wi-Fi. Now, do you have to download any kind of software onto those laptops? Or is it just going to identify the
It'll just
Wi-Fi
work.
set?
It just
It'll
works.
just work. So that makes it easy.
We could have done that yesterday.
Yes, that's right.
We could
Okay,
have
so
gone.
going that route would make it easy then that way. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
The little access points in each
Like,
classroom
will
is definitely.
Find it, it would find the.
Oh, yeah.
Wi-Fi.
It would find it automatically.
Yeah.
Just be
That
connected.
makes it easy.
No problem. Just
Preamble of my apologies for the dumb questions.
There's only dumb answers.
Now I teach fifth grade, I know there are dumb questions, come on.
But that's because
If I
it's
have
right
this
here.
Wi-Fi, let's go with the cloud, above my school, okay? And our district is very small, I mean, we're 1 square mile, so most, my kids live 2-3 blocks across the street from the school.
Yeah.
If I have this Wi-Fi cloud,
Mhm.
can my kid who lives a couple blocks from the school take home their mean green machine and hop on and be able to run, or no?
Traditional Wi-Fi, I'd say no, but
Fine.
I'll let.
No, that's okay.
Paul answer. He's thinking.
I would say no.
Okay.
It depends on how far the kid is. If he can see the school,
Okay.
if you can see the
So
school.
my kid that's across the street will be fine, but my kid that's 3 blocks away will not, okay.
You can also put that hack in those Linksys boxes.
No. The laptop will do multi-hopping by
Oh.
itself. We designed it to do that.
We
Now,
need the mesh.
will that, the reason that I'm not trying to advertise that to the US, is that people have expectations here about what an internet connection is going to look like and how it's going to perform. So I can show you internet connection that goes around from here. That's why we have these antennas taped. I mean, if you open that window, we have an intern that lives in that brick building across there, and he gets his Wi-Fi. I can do a connection, a multi-hop connection from here to that building to the Media Lab, which is the white tile building over there. So if people want to do that, we build a laptop to be the ideal tool to do that.
But with,
We have already done this in our district, Catherine, with, when we had the mobiles outside, for those mobiles to connect with our buildings, we did exactly that.
So the laptop does that, but that's not, again, something that you can guarantee to anybody that it's going to work. I mean, if the laptops are aligned in the right way, this will happen.
now with the meshing,
not
okay,
most
let's say I
optimal.
have 4 of my kids want to work on their homework together and they all want to hang out in somebody's family room and they all, I mean, now,
Absolutely no problem.
that's when the mesh kicks in, when they're all
Yes.
together.
Yes. Well, one of two scenarios. One, that house may have an access point, in which case all
Right.
4 would connect to the access point and they would collaborate with one another just fine. If there's no access point, they would still collaborate just fine. just
They
have
can
no internet
collaborate
access.
from across the street. Okay, I gave exhaust to all of my neighbors. Okay, I live in a cul-de-sac. I
Right.
live in a circular. I gave, one of the things that I did is that I gave to all of the kids around there and I said, take that kid, take that laptop to your home and let's play the chat exercise, and it worked perfectly fine.
Okay. So I
6
can
kids,
mesh with them?
each one of them in a different
Without
home.
the internet, I can mesh.
And the cul-de-sac, it was perfect. It was a circular thing. But you know,
I'm getting there.
when you get to your home, you see your access
I've talked
points.
to
Many people
very
see their
short
access
times.
point, their neighbor's access points.
So I can
If you are in that kind of scenario, Rickshaw will do it very well. And however, if you see your neighbor's access point, and then somebody else is your neighbor's access point, what mesh means is that the person in the middle, without doing anything, is able to help the other to connect. So it is, the mesh was there to support this kind of ad hoc emergent network
Right,
behavior.
got it.
The problem, especially in the US with that, is that you can't really sell it to people because you can't offer any guarantees.
Best effort.
It's a best effort thing. I can't tell you that this will happen. I can tell you that if you give me a map of what the area looks like, and if you tell me that what the houses, if I can look on Google Maps what the houses look like, I can tell you that, you know what, if you put an IXO in every building, I can give you a percentage that says 30% of these IXOs will always be connected together. We did that in Uruguay, in a village called Cardal, where the houses were a lot less friendly to Wi-Fi than they are in the US. They were brick and mortar,
That depends on what part
all
the
of
US.
them, and a lot of concrete.
Texas is brick and mortar.
Yeah,
Texas is brick and
most of the
mortar.
South is
Birmingham,
brick
brick and
mortar.
mortar.
Yeah, because here in,
In New England, it's all
Northeast,
wood.
it's all wood. So it's like you go through all the time.
Yeah, we got brick
Kells,
all
could-
over.
So they did the original test. They stick a $50 access point on the roof of the school.
That's good.
They distributed IXOs to the community. 15% of the IXOs had internet connection. Not between them. Between them the percentage was nicer, but 15% of those, without them doing anything, 15% of them got internet connectivity. Now, that's a village that didn't have anything else. No other infrastructure. $50 worth of infrastructure did that, because the IXO can do that. Now, then they went and they stuck a $2,000 access point on the roof of the school, which was a expensive high-range access point, and then suddenly that percentage went up to 40%.